Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to Watchbox, and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, tmosso@thewatchbox.com. Your purchase and pricing email question line for buying this or any watch you see on any Watchbox platform. Please reach out to me directly. Email tmosso@thewatchbox.com for pricing. Today, we're discussing a model launched in 2004. This is the IWC Portuguese 7-day automatic. Whether you call it the Portuguese or the German Portugueser, the watch remains equally appealing. Now, this model, 42.3 millimeters in steel, is 14.2 millimeters thick from lug tip to lug tip, 50 millimeters on the nose, and it has a 22 millimeter spacing between the lugs. We'll throw it on my wrist, which is 16 centimeters in circumference, and as you can appreciate, it is quite large. I believe you need a wrist of 15 centimeters circumference or larger to wear this watch well. It's low enough to fit underneath all jacket cuffs, though some tight dress sleeves may find an impediment in the sheer of the case and the height of the case, but it is a lovely watch, and the Portuguese, created in 1939, was the original purpose-designed oversized dress watch for the wrist. Taking a look at the strap, you can see it is a large rectangular scale alligator leather, matte finish, monotone stitch. It has a sheer cut side that shows you the layers of leather, a little bit of bolstering to give it thickness. Calfskin on the bottom. You can see it is a brand new IWC factory strap equipped with an IWC folding clasp. You can see internally the clasp is media blasted and polished. Externally, the clasp is satinated and polished, and it's your insurance against dropping your watch. That's what a full clasp is for. It makes it harder to drop the watch. This is a classic look. Thin, tapered, polished lug hoods, satinated case flank, fully integrated lugs into the side of the case. Remember, this watch, though of a greatly superior scale, was of the same school of design as the 1932 Patek Philippe Reference 96, unofficially the first Calatrava. So while they were disparate in size, both the 96 and the IWC Portuguese 325 have that same blended lug form, have the same use of leaf hands, small seconds, Arabic numerals on the dial. They hail from the same era, spread only 7 years apart in their conception. Now, of course, the watch features a little bit of a concave bezel profile, and you can see the bezel is stepped in from the case flank. It's also polished to create greater contrast, all these combining to create the impression of a thinner watch. You can see Probus Scafusia, the motto of the company, on the crown, and then we have a slightly domed sapphire crystal over a matte black dial. We have a railroad track minute scale outboard with applique indices and Arabic numerals, leaf style hands at center. We have a fine concentric pattern inside the sunken power reserve indicator for 7 days. You can wind it yourself, but it is an automatic winder. We also have a small railroad track scale on the sunken sub-seconds. That's your constant second sub-register. Pull the crown out and you have hacking or stop seconds. The crown, by the way, is remarkably solid. When withdrawn, it doesn't want to wobble. That's a rare feature on watches of any price. Now, we have a quick set system for the date if you wish to set the date manually and quickly. And then, of course, on the reverse side, we have a caliber, manufacturer. This is the caliber 51011, part of the 50,000 series. It is one of the world's largest automatics at over 37 millimeters in diameter, purpose-built for large watches. Back in 1939, the Portuguese importers of IWC wanted a wristwatch as accurate as a pocket watch. The only way to do that, technically at the time, was to create an oversized wristwatch as a vessel for an existing pocket watch movement. And that achieved both the precision requested and the unintentional size that would become a distinctive feature of the Portuguese over the years. So here we have, yet again, a large movement, this time purpose-built for a wristwatch, but oversized to fit the case. We have a lovely gold medallion, letting you know that this is a solid and reliable watch made in Schaffhausen. That's what that means. It's a 42 jewel automatic winder with bidirectional winding action via the pawl-based IWC Peloton winding system. Here you can see that the winding pawls, little pawl arms, those are made of ceramic for greater durability. We have one large mainspring barrel. We have a 7-day power reserve. The watch beats at 21,600 vibrations per hour. It is free sprung for durability and precision of adjustment, and it has 5-position adjustment, which is the high horology and chronometer standard that you see on better watches. It also operates on a overcoil hairspring, so it's oscillating on an overcoil that centers the mass of the spring. So regardless of what physical position this is in, it's going to keep very even time because of that hairspring design. Finish is mostly mechanical but handsome and thoughtful. And of course, the Albert Peloton winding system, invented by Albert Peloton himself, a historic IWC figure. And in the late 40s, he invented this bidirectional pawl-based winding system. It's very shock-resistant and efficient, and it was industrialized first in the 1950s, and it lives on to this day. It is also widely copied. The watch is 30 meters water-resistant, but it's not so much an aquatic watch. If you want to go swimming with your IWC, you buy an aqua timer. Reach out to Team Mosso at thewatchbox.com for purchase and pricing details.